In tonight's other news, the Israeli military says professional failures led to the killing of more than a dozen Palestinian medics in Gaza last month. That's the conclusion of an internal investigation following the discovery of a shallow grave holding the bodies of 14 Red Crescent medics and a UN worker. The report said the troops were operating in a hostile and dangerous combat zone and that investigators found several professional failures, breaches of orders, and a failure to fully report the incident. Initially, Israel said troops had opened fire on vehicles that were approaching in a suspicious manner. But cell phone video recovered later from one of the victims showed the ambulance's emergency lights were flashing. Israel has long accused Hamas of using ambulances to transport fighters and weapons. The Israeli military said a deputy commander will be fired for providing an inaccurate report of the incident. 3 states say they have their first measles cases of the year. State health officials in Missouri, Louisiana, and Virginia report 1 case each. They're not believed to be related and all stem from recent international travel. According to the latest CDC numbers, there have been 800 confirmed cases this year and 3 deaths from measles. 96% of cases involve people who are unvaccinated or whose vaccination status is unknown. Pope Francis's Easter Sunday at the Vatican was different from years past. He didn't preside over Easter Mass, but he did offer a blessing from a balcony overlooking St. Peter's Square. The pontiff also blessed some children in the crowd when he drove around the square in the Pope Mobile. Those gathered for the High Holy Day said they were happy to see the 88-year-old recovering from a bout of double pneumonia.
When I walked up here, I felt very excited to see all the people here and have never seen the Pope. So it's very great for me to see him, and I felt a bit emotional seeing him.
The Pope also met briefly with Vice President J.D. Vance, who's in Rome with his family. The Vatican said the two exchanged Easter greetings. Aides presented Vance with gifts for his family, including chocolate eggs for his children, rosaries, and a Vatican tie. And a U.S. astronaut celebrated his 70th trip around the sun by returning to Earth.
And touchdown. Soyuz MS-26 is home.
Astronaut Don Pettit and 2 Russian cosmonauts landed in Kazakhstan Saturday, which was Pettit's birthday. The trio spent 220 days on the International Space Station, conducting research and experimenting with 3D printing and water sanitation. Pettit will undergo medical checks overseas before going to the Johnson Space Center in Houston, where he will reacclimate to Earth's gravity. Still to come on PBS News Weekend, what closing EPA's environmental justice offices may mean for poor communities around the country, and a star-mapping space observatory that changed astronomy bids farewell.
This is PBS News Weekend from the David M. Rubenstein studio at WETA in Washington, home of the PBS NewsHour, weeknights on PBS.